Shalom Akim. Before we get started, I'd like to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Sai, Bahashem, Ha, Rikar, Kadas. Double honors to the apostles of GMS who rule well and taught me this truth. And peace and salutation to Akim across the four corners of the globe, preaching this gospel in truth and sincerity. Amos 5, verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of Yahweh. To what end is it for you? The day of Yahweh is darkness and not light, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a servant bit him. All right, and what you're seeing on the screen is a report that China, is plotting a EMP, electromagnetic pulse attack on America, which would short circuit all of our electrical circuits, and it would basically put America into darkness. And there's a lot of people that are expecting the day of the Lord to come and think it's going to be flowers and it's not going to be a horrible day, which is wrong, man. It's going to be a horrible day. And it says, woe to them that desire the day of the Lord. And most of these Christians, they looking forward to the day of the Lord. They think they're going to be raptured and that they're not going to go through anything. And, it's just going to be a beautiful day, which the scriptures says otherwise, all right? It says, to what end is it for you, all right? Because you thinking that this day is going to be something good for you when in actuality it's going to be a terrible day, all right? A day of darkness and gloominess, all right? And this day is fastly approaching. That's why you got all these nations gathering together and being confederate against the whore, all right, against the whore. It says, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, meaning you might escape the plague of famine, but then you won't escape the plague of intercontinental ballistic missiles, you see. Something's going to get you, all right? You might be running from some stormtroopers, cut your leg, and you die from an infection. So no way out of this. There's no way out of this, man. All right? It's going to be a horrible day, man. And this day is approaching. And you're going to see this article and you see that these nations are mad and they're ready to shoot their missiles at this beast. Of course, we got the RFID that's heavily in effect right now. And they're definitely getting that ready to go for the sequel. All right, and you got World War III definitely kicking up with China and America over there in the South China Sea. All right, they starting shit over there. They're in the Persian Sea, messing with Iran. They're surrounding Russia. Okay, and all this is leading to the day of the Lord. All right, verse 20. Shall not the day of the Lord Yahweh be darkness and not light? See? Even very darkness and no brightness in it, right? Because it's going to be total chaos out here, all right? And no one's going to know what's going on. Spiritually, it's going to be darkness, and physically, it's going to be darkness, all right? Because the electrical grid is going to be fucking blown up, all right? And they got EMP technology. All of these major societies like China, Russia, they got EMP technology, okay? They got nuclear weapons. All they got to do is go above in the atmosphere, detonating it, and it takes years to just fix one circuit, all right? So, and they don't even make it over here. They have to send it overseas to make it. So it'll take them years before they can get half of their electric grid back up and running, So it's gonna be a day of darkness, man. All right, and Yahweh Shem Hawasai is quickly approaching, and we can see that from the different articles that we're bringing out and that we're seeing that are talking about more frequently. Zephaniah 1:14, the great day of the Lord Yahweh is near. It is near and hasted greatly, even the voice of the day of the Lord Yahweh. The mighty man shall cry bitterly, shall cry there bitterly. All right. So the day of the Lord of Yahweh is coming quickly. All right. And And the men of the Lord are on the highways and byways, and through YouTube, we're delivering the words of Yahweh by Yahweh as ambassadors. Lord willing, I am of that number. All right, but we're doing what we were prophesied to do. Okay, prophesied to all these nations. All right, let's see. Let me get that right quick. Jeremiah 28 and verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. See? And that's what we're here to do. We're here to prophesy to all these kingdoms their downfall. We're here to prophesy to the 1/3 and 144,000 the elect, all right, the kingdom of heaven, all right. And we're here to tell these other nations that they're going into slavery and their judgment for what they did to the children of Israel, and 2/3 their judgment for being joined in hand with this devil. Okay, verse 9. The prophets which prophesied of peace, when the word of prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord Yahweh had truly sent him. So as you see that these things that were prophesied on come to pass, then you're going to know who's the real prophets from the fake. You see? And that's beautiful. All right, but that's what we're here for. We're going to go back to Zephaniah, chapter 1, verse 14. The great day of the Lord Yahweh is near. It is near and hasten greatly. Even the voice of the day of Yahweh, the mighty man shall cry bitterly. Verse 15. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation. See, it's going to be a horrible day. All people hearts are going to faint, all right, for being in distress. A day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. See, thick darkness, and this place is going to be riddled with chaos, all right, continuously, all right. And this EMP attack is only confirming what the scriptures have already saying, that this place is going to go down in fire. This place is going to go down horrible, just like just like they when they came over here and raped Rod, Reuben, Gad, okay, Simeon Indians. That's how they're going to be taken down. All right, reward her double. Get that for you also. All right, while I'm getting that, I'm going to play a little bit of this video.
Ago, China has finally developed high-tech weapons to attack the American electric grid. This could plunge the entire nation into a massive blackout, according to a report shared by Dr. Peter Fry, Executive Director, EMP Task Force on National and Homeland Security. The 14-page-long report discusses the potential effects of a high-altitude electromagnetic pulse, or HEMP attack, and speculates that as much as 90% of the U.S. population could vanish if China is successful in executing this deadly plan.
And when they say 90% could vanish, they're saying that damn near the whole population would die off within 1 year, 90% of the population. So damn near 325 million in America. So damn near 300 million of people will die. All right? 300 million people will die in that first year. Okay? 90% of the population would die in that first year without lights. Why? Because lights control water. Lights control your sewage. The lights control your AC in your housing, your cooking. All right, everything is surrounded by electricity. So this will definitely throw it in the. It'll definitely throw this place back in the ice age. All right, and a lot of people will die without electricity. What about all those people in the hospitals that are on ventilators and stuff? They die. All those people that have to go to get their kidney treatment, they're gonna die. All right, cancer patients, All right, these people are going to die off, soon after that.
Dr. Peter Fry's June 10th report is not based on conspiracy theories at all. It has been drafted by the EMP Task Force team for the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. In the published U.S. government report, Dr. Fry narrates how an EMP weapon deployed from a Chinese warship, satellite, missile, or aircraft could melt down the U.S. electric network and literally fry critical communications across the United States. Based on Dr. Fry's intent.
You see that? It can fry critical, all right? Critical electrical circuits that we need for make the the grid work. It'll fry it, all right? And this is all a part of Babylon Great Destruction. This bitch is gonna go down in a haze of fire, all right? And everything that's happening to this bitch is her reward for what she done to the Israelites. Revelation 18:4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins." That's the 144,000 and 1/3. They're gonna come out of this way of this wicked way of living over here in Babylon, and they're gonna follow the Yahweh Bashim Yahweh side to the best of their abilities. All right. Follow his laws, statutes, and commandments, and be sincere when they do it. All right, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sin, and that ye receive not of her plagues. All right, her plagues is going to be destruction, mass destruction. All right, verse 5, for her sins have reached unto heaven all the ungodly things that Babylon ideology and philosophy feeds these people. Guess what? All of that is gone up to heaven. And Yahweh had remembered her iniquities. Everything this whore has done in slavery time, prior to slavery, post-slavery, Jim Crow laws, all of that is going to be repaid back to them double. We've been in this slavery for over 500 years, and it's going to and they're going to go into slavery for 1,000. So verse 6, Revelation 18 and verse 6. Reward her even as she had rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works. And the cup which she had filled to her double. All right. And these nations, they're going to shoot all their missiles over here on Babylon. All right. Totally destroying this place. And this EMP attack is going to totally collapse the electrical grid to where no one's going to have power, and it's going to be total chaos and madness in the streets. All right. And let me get a precept to back that statement up. 2nd Ezra 6, and I believe it's I started 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty, and the trumpet, see, them stores are going to be empty. All right. All of these stores, grocery stores, they're going to be out of business. They're going to be boarded down. They're going to be closed up. And you see that. You see a lot of these stores going out of business. All right. Verse 23. And the trumpet shall give a sound which even every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. Verse 24. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. See, the same people you love are going to turn on you over here in Babylon. When there's no lights and no water and no food, you're going to see how the real brute beasts come out of these people. And the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. Right. So all of this whole place, hey, you ain't gonna have no water. Ain't gonna have no water going through it. All right. And what's that's gonna cause? People to fight and kill each other over minute stuff. Okay. We'll finish some of this video off and continue.
China is presumably planning the execution of a Pearl Harbor-style surprise EMP attack on the U.S. An energetic electromagnetic pulse can temporarily upset or permanently destroy electronic equipment by generating high voltage and by triggering high current surges. Semiconductor components can get destroyed within no time. Some effects of the damage would be imperceptible to the eye, whereas others, such as the blowing up of devices, would be more visible. Cables can act as antennas and transmit pulse energy to the connected equipment.
The Federation of American Scientists has published detailed reports on the effects of high-altitude electromagnetic pulses. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security is currently working on ways to prevent damage from such an attack. Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. For more...
And all of this, what is this leading to? All right, wars. All right, sorrows. You know what I'm saying? This is the beginning of the end. This is over for Esau's nation. All right, he's definitely on his way out of power. Matthew 24:6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nations shall rise against nations, China against America, Russia against America, Iran against America, all these other nations, EU, gonna turn on America. And kingdom against kingdom, all right? And there shall be famines, and there's famines all over the place, and there's a big famine coming to America. That's why all of these, that's why they're having all of these shortages right now. And pestilence, the coronavirus is a pestilence, but a real pestilence that's going to wipe out millions of people is coming here. And earthquakes are all over California and various places over the world in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. And that's where we're at, the beginning of sorrows. Shalom.